behind the scenes. And I've picked the subject today of seasons, beyond fear, and perspective. And talking about all these three little subjects together, they are all kind of dealing with a self perspective, which is this week's podcast and article. I hope that you take advantage of that and listening to that. Yesterday I was with a group of people that was new to me, and as we were getting to know each other, we kind of went around in a circle. It was one of those times where it was a new group and we were getting to know each other. And the leader of the group said, "Why don't you each share your favorite season?" So this was fun. I thought, I'm really ready for it to be over. And so I shared that I love the fall. I just I like all the seasons, but I love the fall especially. Kind of being done with the heat. It's good to kind of look forward to the year. And most of our group said the same thing. They liked the leaves. They liked the change of that season. And at least a dozen people, if not more, said that around in this group. And the leader, who was the last person to share, said, I really like the summer. I like the heat. I like the sand, the beach. And I don't like pumpkin, and I don't like Halloween. And it was like, oh. But what she did was get fear, and she's gone beyond that. She didn't need to think like everybody else. Nobody said the same thing like that. Nobody said they hated pumpkins. In fact, I love pumpkin. It's one of my favorite spices to add this time of year. And so it was kind of fun to hear, well, she got beyond that fear. And sometimes we have to get beyond our personal fear to be able to listen to our own self perspective. Because we're not listening to that voice, because we're seeing all of these other voices around it. Oh, you need to do it this way, and this is what's working for this person, and this is especially social media. It's big deal there. You're seeing, wow, they just released a book, and it's not even released yet. It's pre-release, and how many copies has she sold? That sort of thing just wears on us, that we start not listening to our own voice and our own way of doing things. And so I think it's a really important reminder. It's an important reminder to me, because my business doesn't look like anybody else's business. And from what I know about businesses, they are all different. I have molded my business because I'm also been a recordist and composer, and I've got tons of product, and there's just a lot going on. So what I do is going to look different than everybody else's. And it's important for me to look and see, my opinion matters, and how I feel about it as I've journaled and as I've gone through that process. So what you do, click in and read this week's article. The podcast is a free download with journal prompts. I put those out absolutely free, so you can think through for yourself. It'll help think through maybe what your own self-perspective is. And make sure you connect on social media. We are actually kind of entering, as this is September, almost mid-September. It's actually mid-September, definitely today as I release this, which is one of my sister's birthdays, which is really fun. But we're headed toward holidays. We're headed toward all of that, so all of those seasons. So listening to what works for us, and as we put into those plans, you want to make sure that you're not discounting your own voice. So thanks for connecting with me. Follow our newsletter, goalslife.com/newsletter. Comes out every week, and then you'll get the notice also another time about the podcast coming out. And especially going into the holidays, I have a lot of product, and it's just fun, and a lot of free product as well, and things to listen to. So I think you will enjoy. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll look forward with you behind the scenes. Bye for now.